Alright, so how did your predictions go? During the World Cup?
Actually, as I told you before the World Cup, during after the World Cup, I calculated spiritually. I had German being the winner of this tournament.
And how did you do it?
Yeah, spiritually, we deal with figures, which also be converted from spiritual to physical. Also, we deal with letters and alphabets. So when you look at the spelling of Germany as a word, you see that we have 7 words that forms Germany, and which represents the figure 7. And then Germany too starts with the letter G, which represents also 7. Then the number of matches they played throughout the game, they played 7 matches. That's 7 matches from the group stage, round 16, quarter, semi, and final. And then the match was also ended on July, which also represents 7 on figures. Then we also have what do you call it? They scored 7 goals at the group stage, and then at the semi-finals they also scored 7. That enabled them go to the final. And then the name of the person who scored the last goal for the tournament in favor of Germany, his name is Gozi, which also starts with the letter G, which represents also 7. And then it was 7 minutes before the end of the tournament that the goal was scored. And then we have they also scored Brazil 7. They did a lot of things. So our calculation in total based on 777. That's the reason why we had Germany being the winner of this tournament.
And did you say this earlier on before the game? Did you predict this?
Yeah, I predicted this one when you spoke to me, and I said that it was swinging between Germany and Brazil. And as I told you, when we use the word swinging spiritually, it means that it's affecting the whole activities. So instead of finals, the teams swing to semi-final. So as a result, consequently, Brazil will swing. The 2 that they had will also swing, or it will swing. Then the one that Germany had will shoot on top, and that got to the final. That's the meaning of the swinging.
So if I quite remember, you mentioned certain key players who will be winning, the best ball.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden we saw Messi popping up, which you didn't mention Messi's name.
Yeah. As I did the calculation, I said Thomas Muller. Thomas Muller was going to be in the number of the people that will get a high number of goals. I also mentioned Klose, if you quite remember, and then Nima from Brazil. And then unfortunately we had somebody from Colombia who had the number of goals with difference 1 to Muller. But all the same, Muller had he was categorized in that sector, and Nima as well, apart from Toni Kroos.
So what you are saying, in all, are you saying that your predictions were on point?
They were on point, most especially about the winning team, that's Germany. And there are also, if you quite remember, I showed you daily guide, that's 11th June 2014, the headline, top goal scoring. And then I said that Germany was going to be the team with the highest number of goals. If you quite remember when we spoke with you with the correspondent at Rabat.
Alright, so you made various predictions as to penalty kicks, free kicks, attendance and the whole lot. Do all those things conform?
Yeah. Some of them. But the major ones that I made, you see, we have the minor and we have the major. The major prediction I did was when you were asking about Ghana, and I said that Ghana will not go beyond the group stage. Then about the winning team, that's Germany. Then about Brazil, Germany is going to be the top goal scoring. Then I talk about Thomas Muller, who was going to add an hat-trick, if you quite remember. I talk about Thomas Muller as well. Then I talk about Neymar was likely going to be injured. If you quite remember, I said all this came to pass. But the rest of the fouls and the freaks, they are minor. So I'm a human being. Maybe they are subject, but the major ones have come to pass, and I thank God for that.
So, I mean, have you done assessments to see if Ghanaians really believe in you?
Yeah, definitely they believe me. Not even Ghanaians, globally they believe in me because what I said has come to pass. That's the major predictions I made has come. Most especially, the main thing is just to see the team winning the cup. You see, out of 32 teams, somebody was able to see had two teams meeting, and then in the end he seeded and had one team. That's the many. You see that it's not a common task. Even the day before the match, it was written on Daily Guide. I told them I congratulated Germany in advance while waiting for the match. So you can find out from the editor, Daily Guide editor. So that's the main issue. Germany winning the cup, Germany to have the number of what we call it, goals scored. And then I talk of Podolski scoring the final goal of the match, if you quite remember. And then unfortunately Podolski didn't play. But the person who played and scored the one goal, he was wearing number 19, right? And that's Podolski was wearing 19 before. So he's wearing the jersey number of Podolski, but it's not Podolski who scored the goal. So you see that it's corresponding.
So why didn't you see that? You know, at least from your perspective, what you're saying, okay, it's Podolski, but didn't you see anything of change in your predictions or your calculations?
No, you see that there will be some spiritual mislabeling. I mean, but I saw that because Podolski used to wear that jersey number, so that's why you know me, I don't watch football. So I asked my what do you call officials number this and they say Podolski, so I wrote it there. So that's the reason why.
Alright, so now the World Cup is over. What's next?
Actually, before even we talk about next issues, I have to thank you, the media, and then I thank God for giving me the wisdom and then the health to know all these things and whosoever contribute to my success. But the next thing is I'll get in touch with you and tell you what is going to happen as to whether they will maintain the cup 2018 in Russia or the cup will go out from them. I'll give you the spiritual update.
You've not done that?
No, I've not done that one because you know that the World Cup has just ended, so I have to take my time and do the calculation. And actually, I pledge that I'll give you that update whether the cup 2018 they'll maintain the cup or the cup will receive from them.
Okay, well, you know, we're entering into another football season, which is the UEFA Premier League whatsoever.
Okay.
Have you started calculations into those games?
No, I don't know even about the games. You know me, as I told you, I don't look at football. I don't do anything. So they have to tell me that there will be a tournament or something of that sort before I'll do the calculation.
So who told you of the World Cup? Why did you win?
But the World Cup, that one, it was open to everyone. So they told me that there was something like World Cup, so I should do the calculation. Then I did the calculation. Unfortunately, I had it. And it was not a guesswork. And from my, my previous calculation, I said the most toughest match will be between Brazil and Germany. Germany and Ghana, if you quite remember. And the reason why I had that calculation was that because Ghana started with the letter 7, which represents June, and then Germany as well. I did a lot of calculation about the World Cup. And then I talk of I did some calculation and see that Tony Kroos is going to be the future coach of Bayern Munich, and then the captain Lam is also going to be one of the coaches. That's the future predictions that I'm having for now.
I don't know if yesterday Philip Lam has officially retired from international football. Is that a clue to what you are saying? You're going to lead to what you are saying?
Yeah, it is what I'm saying. Because me, I don't look at football, I don't listen to it. That is the calculation that I have. But he's going to be the coach of the team. That's is corresponding to me. I don't know whether you are certified or not.
Coach of the German team.
Yes, German team, but most especially in Paimon. Yes.
So you mean to say Joachim will be leaving the German team?
Definitely, that's what I'm seeing.
Right. Thank you very much.
Thank you.